Hello everyone, the Trail Guy here. I'm really excited to be talking with Greg Lariviere, the winner of the Whistler Alpine Meadow 100K, which was held last Saturday, September 22nd, 2018. And from what I hear, it's a beautiful, grueling, but definitely spicy course. There were 79 runners registered, 67 finishers. And we can get Greg in here. Greg, thanks a lot. Thanks for coming.
Thanks, Mike.
Wow, under 15 hours.
Yep.
Grueling, beautiful. What a just outstanding, inspired performance.
Thanks.
If I can ask you, take us through your race and tell us how you were feeling that day.
It was a really good day overall. It was a 4 a.m. start, so it's really early, and everyone wants to just start slow and take it easy, which is kind of nice.
Yes.
Started out conservatively, and just kind of tried to take it easy for the day.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. And tried to play it conservative for the first third or so, and I started moving up through the field, I guess, going up Whistler Mountain the first time.
Yes.
And then it kind of goes through a little out and back section and then a big steep descent, and I found out I was actually in second place at that point. So I was pretty excited about that, and I got a time gap at the turnaround aid station at 55K, where I was about they said 10 minutes in the aid station, but as I was coming out I realized I was only about 5 minutes out of first. And I still felt really good. I was hurting, but I knew I had a lot left in me. Yeah, I ended up catching up to first about a third of the way up that climb back to Whistler Summit.
Yes.
And we kind of worked together actually for another 5K or so, and another third of the climb maybe, before he ended up having to stop for a little bit, and I kind of went off on my own.
Yes.
And then there was that out and back section again where I realized I probably had about 15 minutes or so on him with about 40K to go. So I was pretty excited to realize that winning was a possibility, and I still felt pretty good. But after that I didn't have any idea on time gaps or where anybody was, so I was still kind of running pretty scared.
Yes.
But I got to the last major aid station with 20K to go, and I knew I still had some running left in me, but it was going to be a struggle to get to the end. But I held together and hit both the time goal and took the win, which was very exciting.
Oh, good. That's pretty cool. Now, what were your thoughts crossing the finish line?
Thank God that's done.
Okay. Now, what were your challenges and adversities on the course?
Everyone faced, it was a bad weather day. It was snow on the summit of Whistler, and it was raining a lot during the day, and it was pretty cold.
Yes.
But I was dressed for the weather, and I managed that fine.
Yes.
The biggest thing for me was, I was running scared for 40K, and mentally it was really hard to keep going, but anytime I thought I heard something, I was seeing if someone was coming. But
Yes.
other than that, I think it was actually a really good day. I was really happy with it.
Good, good. Now, what is your feedback on the course? I mean, I know it was 18,000 feet of elevation.
Yeah, 5,600 meters or something, so I guess that's around 18.
Yes.
And it was actually they had to change the course about 2 or 3 times in the weeks leading up to the race, just because there was trail closures on the original course from grizzly bears, and then the day before the race there was too much snow on Whistler Mountain to get the aid station on the summit, so they actually had to add that out and back section to get down a service road to below snow line so they could actually set up an aid station. So despite all that, it was still a beautiful course. It was really challenging, and I loved it. I think it played well to my strengths.
Yes.
But it was a really fun course.
Good, good. Now, what won the race for you? What was the turning point?
I wouldn't say it was really a turning point necessarily, but I just had really good training going in. My legs felt great for pretty much the entire day, and so I was climbing really well.
Yes.
And I was able to descend pretty well as well. My legs never really failed me.
Good, good. Now, tell us about your preparation for the race. Obviously, it worked.
Yeah, so just a really good summer of training, pretty good mileage, nothing crazy though, and then trying to get a lot of vertical gain in.
Okay.
Even on easy days, I'd still go over and at least do a couple steep climbs, and so my power hike was really tuned in, and I felt like I could climb quickly but conservatively. So.
Oh, good, cool. Now, how do you feel now after 6 days of recovery?
I feel pretty good.
Yes.
First few days I was pretty beat up, and I definitely rolled an ankle or two, and my feet were pretty sore, but other than that I feel pretty good, and I've gone for a couple of runs since, and everything seems to be working.
Good, good.
Take it easy for a little while longer, but...
Okay, and what's your next challenge, or do you have anything down the road?
Nothing really planned. I'll jump in the 20K at Cobble Hill to end the Island Trail Series, because I've been doing those all summer and they're really fun. But then in terms of like next ultra, I'm not really sure what's going to come up.
Sure, sure. Okay, now Greg, you are a talent. Thank you for your time. Congratulations on the win. 100K.
Thanks, Mike.
Impressive. Okay, thanks a lot. And the trail guy here. Till next time.